Imagine a power so silent your car glides like a whisper through the air. No roar, no rattle, no vibration, only pure electricity. Sounds unreal, right? But Koenigsegg has turned this dream into reality with something that carries a name as mysterious as the universe itself, the dark matter motor. Dark matter. Doesn't that sound like something from space? You're not wrong, but now this cosmic name belongs to one of the boldest inventions in automotive history. Koenigsegg, already crowned as the maker of the world's fastest cars, has unleashed a creation that could shift the entire future of motion. This motor isn't just small and feather-light, it's so powerful it can launch a supercar to the edge of flight in a single strike. No gearbox, no noise, just raw, jaw-dropping force that will leave you questioning everything you know about engines. So what's the secret inside? What makes it so different? Stay with me till the end because we're about to uncover the hidden technology shaking the EV world. A breakthrough so big it might transform not just cars, but the way humanity moves. But before we dive into the dark matter itself, let's meet the mind behind the madness. Christian von Koenigsegg. The name may feel heavy, but his ideas, they're heavier. His journey reads like a movie script, an ordinary boy with extraordinary dreams, laughed at by many, but now untouchable. Born in Sweden, Christian was obsessed with machines from the start. While other kids played, he tore toys apart to discover how they worked. By the age of 5, he declared with absolute certainty, "I will build the fastest car in the world." Most people laughed. He didn't. He chased that dream relentlessly. He didn't come from wealth, but he had fire. Starting with small ventures, saving every bit, and by 1994, he launched what would become a legend, Koenigsegg Automotive. Back then, he had no massive team, no factory floor, no billionaire backer, just a single burning dream to build the fastest, lightest, most radical sports car the world had ever seen. And when the first Koenigsegg CC prototype rolled into the spotlight, jaws dropped. No one could believe a man without the backing of a Formula One empire could design and engineer something so daring. But for Christian, this was only the opening scene. His mantra was simple: do what no one else dares to do. While rival companies chased horsepower, Christian chased lightness and efficiency. While the industry clung to old blueprints, he sketched visions of the future. Carbon fiber monocoques, Freevalve engines, direct drive systems, and now the dark matter motor. Again and again, Koenigsegg proved that Big Bang innovation doesn't need a giant scale. What makes him different is not just vision, but action. Christian isn't the kind of CEO who hides behind a desk. He's the engineer, the tinkerer, the one who cracks open the motor, reshapes the design, and gets his hands dirty alongside his team. That's why his fingerprint is etched into every Koenigsegg creation, machines that are not only unique, but also unmatched in power and technology. And now his company is shaking the EV world once more, unleashing the dark matter electric motor. This isn't just another motor, it's a vault of secrets, ideas others haven't even dared to dream. But remember, it didn't arrive overnight. It's the product of decades of obsession, relentless work, and the courage to rewrite the rules. So when you hear about dark matter's compact form, its gearless design, its impossible power, remember this: it all began with one man who refused to dream small and instead chose to change the world. Dark matter. You hear the name and instantly think of space, right? You're absolutely correct. But now that same cosmic mystery has been tied to one of the most powerful creations ever seen in the automotive world. Koenigsegg, already legendary for crafting the fastest cars on Earth, has built something that could bend the future of mobility itself. This motor isn't just compact and light, it's so ferocious it can push a supercar to the edge of flight in a single surge. No gearbox, no noise, just raw, silent power that will leave you wide-eyed. The question is, what makes it different from every other motor? How did Koenigsegg create an engine with no gears, no roar, yet strength beyond imagination? Stay with me until the end because we're about to peel back the layers of this mystery. Technology once locked away in labs, now unleashed into the EV market. They're calling it a game changer, and not just for cars, maybe for the entire world. But before we unlock the secrets of the dark matter motor, we need to understand the man behind the magic, Christian von Koenigsegg. The name may sound heavy, but his ideas, they're heavier. His life feels like a movie. Ordinary beginnings, dreams so outrageous people laughed, and now total silence from the doubters. Born in Sweden, Christian's obsession with machines started young. While other kids played with toys, he broke them apart, desperate to see what made them tick. By the age of 5, he declared with absolute certainty, "I will build the fastest car in the world." So what exactly is the dark matter motor? With Koenigsegg, the goal was never just speed, it was revolution. But why call it dark matter? They could have gone with flashy names like hypervolt or power core. Instead, they chose something deeper. Invisible force, unstoppable impact. If you've ever brushed against science, you know the term. Dark matter, spread across the universe, unseen, untouchable, yet so powerful it makes galaxies spin. It doesn't shine, it doesn't show, but its presence rules everything. That's the metaphor Koenigsegg embraced. Their motor is the same, silent, compact, almost invisible, but inside lies a force so immense it could rattle the entire EV industry. No roar, no bulk, yet enough thrust to launch a supercar from 0 to 100 in one breath. That's why they named it dark matter, not because you can see it, but because you can feel its control over everything around it. And here's the twist. It wasn't built just to flex power. The mission was bigger, to reset the way we think about electric technology. Koenigsegg has always been known for speed, yes, but this time they aim to steer the future of EVs itself. Look around today and EVs are everywhere. Every brand has one. Yet the flaws remain the same. Motors that are too big, too heavy, too limited. Koenigsegg asked a different question. What if a motor could be feather-light, brutally powerful, and so advanced it left the rest of the industry stunned? That's the purpose of dark matter, not just to drive faster, but to prove a point. With the right vision, technology has no limits. When Koenigsegg built this motor, the vision wasn't just electric, it was interstellar. Think space-grade engineering packed into a car. Its magnetic flow, its compact form, its heat control, all so advanced it feels 5, maybe 10 years ahead of today's best motors. Christian von Koenigsegg and his team proved one thing. When your vision is bigger than the barriers, you can refine technology so precisely it reshapes an entire industry. That's why dark matter isn't just a name, it's a message. Something unseen yet unstoppable has arrived in the EV world. So how does this motor look inside? Ultra compact. From the outside, you'd never guess the storm it hides. So small, it almost seems harmless. But open it up, and you feel like you're staring at the heart of a sci-fi spacecraft. Here's the kicker. The entire motor weighs only 39 kilos, about the weight of a suitcase. Yet the magnets and windings inside rival NASA-level engineering. This isn't just compact, it's power redefined. And the secret weapon, the direct drive system. Normally, EVs need a gearbox. The motor spins, gears adjust, power transfers, always with a little delay, always with a little loss. But not here. In dark matter, there is no gearbox, no middleman. Power flows straight from the motor to the wheels, pure and immediate. The result, almost zero power loss, lightning-fast response. Tap the accelerator and the car surges forward instantly. No jerks, no lag, no sound. Just a seamless burst of speed that feels otherworldly. Now picture it. A motor small enough to sit in your lap, yet strong enough to launch a supercar. No gears, no noise, no compromise. And the question is, how is that even possible? The secret hides in its core, an advanced magnetic architecture, unlike anything in today's EVs. Inside, high-density magnets pack immense torque into a space so small it feels impossible. The windings and inverter are engineered in perfect harmony, allowing the motor to unleash full power for long stretches without overheating. And this isn't theory. Koenigsegg tested it again and again. Each time, dark matter proved the same: durable, efficient, unstoppable. And here's where it gets even smarter. This design doesn't just boost performance, it reduces battery drain, meaning more speed, more range, less waste. Powerful and eco-friendly. Dark matter isn't just a motor, it's a whole new system, built to replace the old world of clunky, gear-heavy technology. Ultra-compact, direct drive, pure output. That's what makes it the most innovative EV motor alive today. Koenigsegg is sending a clear signal. The era of heavy structures and gearbox hassle is over. The future is quiet, instant, and ferociously powerful. And dark matter is just the beginning. But let's get to what you really want to know. The numbers. What kind of force are we talking about? Because a motor is only as good as the punch it delivers. And here, dark matter stares down the giants of the EV world without flinching. Ready? This tiny motor, just 39 kilos, barely heavier than a suitcase, unleashes 335 horsepower, and torque, a staggering 600 Newton meters. All of that without a gearbox, without transmission loss, just pure energy hitting the wheels. In simple terms, torque is the car's pulling power. It's that instant jolt you feel when you tap the accelerator and your body snaps back into the seat. That surge, that's torque, and in dark matter, it's on a level you've never felt before. Torque is everything. The more you have, the faster the pickup. And dark matter delivers so much of it that a supercar rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in seconds, leaving even many petrol engines gasping for breath. And remember, those engines weigh several times more than this featherweight beast. Now, let's talk about its most jaw-dropping number: power-to-weight ratio. Most motors manage 2 to 3 horsepower per kilo. Dark matter, it unleashes 8.6 horsepower per kilo. Imagine that, truck-level power squeezed into a motor the size of a carry-on bag. That's why it's being crowned the highest density motor ever built. The secret lies in its magnetic heart. A precise balance of rare earth magnets and advanced copper windings creates immense energy in a tiny space. Add to that a special coating and cooling system, and the motor can run flat out at peak performance without overheating. And this isn't just theory. Koenigsegg tested it again and again. Each time, dark matter proved the same: durable, efficient, unstoppable. And here's where it gets even smarter. This design doesn't just boost performance, it reduces battery drain, meaning more speed, more range, less waste. Powerful and eco-friendly. Dark matter isn't just a motor, it's a whole new system built to replace the old world of clumpy, gear-heavy technology. Ultra-compact, direct drive, pure output. That's what makes it the most innovative EV motor alive today. Koenigsegg is sending a clear signal. The era of heavy structures and gearbox hassle is over. The future is quiet, instant, and ferociously powerful, and dark matter is just the beginning. You've seen how powerful the dark matter motor is: lightweight, compact, able to fling supercars like rockets. But the real sorcery hides inside two technologies: the Quark motor and the David inverter. Together, they're the brains that make dark matter not just strong, but smart. Let's start with the Quark motor. The name itself comes from physics. Quarks are the smallest known building blocks of matter, the particles holding our universe together. Koenigsegg borrowed that idea, something tiny yet unimaginably powerful. The Quark motor is engineered to harness both axial and radial forces at the same time. Translation: more torque from the same space, more efficiency, all in an impossibly compact design. Then comes the David inverter, the perfect partner. Normally, an inverter's job is simple: convert battery power, DC to AC, AC to DC. But the David inverter, it's on another level. Custom built for the Quark motor, it makes lightning-fast decisions. Press the accelerator and power is unleashed instantly. No hesitation, no waste, no lag. Put them together, and you don't just get power, you get intelligence. The Quark motor brings density and force, while the David inverter delivers precision and speed. The result is a motor that's not only powerful, but hyper-responsive, ultra-efficient, and ready to change the game. Now let's tackle one of the biggest questions. With so much power and torque firing at once, why doesn't this motor overheat? Normally, when a motor spins at high speed, friction and electricity generate intense heat. Left unchecked, that heat can burn the motor or sap its performance. Koenigsegg solved it with brilliance. The dark matter motor is laced with an advanced thermal management system, like a nervous system that feels every rise in temperature. The moment a part gets hot, the system reacts, cooling it instantly. It uses liquid cooling, where chilled fluid circulates through the motor, absorbing heat before it builds up. Even the outer shell is engineered for efficiency, made of materials that release heat as quickly as a wide cup cools down tea. And here's the genius: the coordination between Quark and David reduces excess heat before it even starts. Power is delivered in perfect doses, at the perfect time, so there's no unnecessary strain. This is why dark matter can run at full blast for long stretches without tiring, burning, or breaking down. It's not just muscle, it's muscle with endurance, built to keep going when others would fade. That's what makes it not only powerful, but also the most reliable motor in the EV world. But here's the bigger question. What does this mean for giants like Tesla and BYD? Is dark matter a threat? In one word, yes. And not a small one, because this isn't just another motor, it's a new idea, a radical shift that could steer the entire EV industry in a new direction. Sure, Tesla and BYD have size, huge factories, global reach, unmatched production, but Koenigsegg's technology is so far ahead that if these giants don't adapt fast, their empires could start to crack. Koenigsegg's dark matter motor is so compact, so light, and yet so brutally powerful that it rewrites everything: design, performance, efficiency, the very DNA of a car. While Tesla and BYD still rely on bulkier motors, often with gearboxes, dark matter sends power straight to the wheels. No gears, no middlemen, just pure, instant thrust. The results? Less weight, less battery drain, more speed. Now imagine this: if Koenigsegg begins mass-producing dark matter in just 2 to 3 years, and smaller brands start adopting it, Tesla and BYD's current tech will suddenly look outdated. And in the tech world, falling behind isn't just dangerous, it's fatal. But here's the kicker: dark matter isn't limited to cars. Its design is so flexible, it can power drones, speedboats, air taxis, even industrial robots. Meanwhile, Tesla and BYD's motors struggle outside their comfort zone: too big, too hot, too heavy. Dark matter is the opposite: cool, silent, space-saving, and adaptable. This is why Koenigsegg's breakthrough isn't just innovation, it's inspiration. It levels the playing field. Small EV startups, armed with tech like this, could stand toe-to-toe with giants. The days of monopoly in the EV industry are numbered. If Tesla and BYD want to hold their crowns, they can't just rely on mass sales or shiny new models. They'll need revolutionary leaps in core technology, because what Koenigsegg has quietly ignited today could set the entire EV world ablaze tomorrow. So let's be clear: dark matter isn't just a motor, it's a warning. The EV race is no longer only about speed, it's about technology. And the company that wins the tech war will rule the next decade. And here's the question on everyone's mind: is dark matter only for supercars? The answer? Absolutely not. Built for high-performance machines, yes, but its potential stretches far beyond. The technology is so advanced, so versatile, it refuses to be caged inside cars alone. This motor wasn't built just for supercars. It was built for the future. Imagine it powering drones, electric jets, boats, industrial robots, even aerospace projects. A motor weighing just 39 kilos, yet unleashing 335 horsepower and 600 newton-meters of torque, suddenly the possibilities are endless. Aircraft manufacturers crave motors that are light, powerful, and space-efficient. Dark matter fits that mold perfectly. In drones, where weight and durability decide the mission, it's a game-changer. In industrial robots, where long-lasting compact motors are critical, it fits like destiny. Wherever raw power, fast response, and featherlight design are needed, this motor belongs. That's why in the near future, you won't just see it under the hood of hypercars. You'll see it in flying taxis, next-gen robots, even spacecraft. But the question is, will it ever reach everyday people? Can this tech move beyond limited-edition supercars? Koenigsegg's answer is yes. Dark matter was designed to scale. The plan is bigger than one car or one model. The company wants to supply it to other brands, other industries, so that boats, EVs, even factories can harness its power. And as production ramps up, costs will fall. Koenigsegg already builds many components in-house, giving them control. Now, with dark matter, they're aiming at mass production, making the extraordinary accessible. And that's when the true revolution begins. Imagine ordinary cars running with supercar-level motors, small, light, durable, and insanely powerful. Lower costs, more efficient designs, better performance across the board. The entire EV industry reshaped. This is the story of Koenigsegg's dark matter motor, a piece of engineering that might not just change cars, but redefine motion itself. Will it dethrone giants like Tesla and BYD? Will it end up in the cars we drive every day? Only time will tell. But one thing is crystal clear: the game has already changed. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the future, hit like, share it with your friends who love cars and tech, and don't forget to subscribe, because in the videos ahead, we'll take you even deeper into the technologies that are connecting tomorrow to today.